Let's set the damn camera right. I did everything but turn to the front lens on it. All right. We are back again. I'll give it a minute. I don't know, I'm pretty much, according to that clock, I should be maybe a minute earlier or so, but it's close enough. Anyway. Oh, I could use, thought about this, my one eye patch. I wouldn't be able to see anything with just this on. Oh, that's a joke. I mean, I could use it. Wouldn't matter. I'm going to continue using that I got, but I was thinking about that earlier. I left it out here and I thought, nah, that's not really where I want to go about it. But we'll give her just a minute to populate. Hopefully, maybe not. Maybe everybody's driving home right now. Nobody got time to watch. They have to watch it on the replay. When it loads from live onto my thing, I have to go in there and switch it. I noticed they were all private. I didn't understand that, but when it loads, after I'm done with that to private, I got to set it to public. So I've got to consciously do that after into each one of these. So anyway, well, we're about minute 45 in or so, so let's go ahead and get started. I made a statement, I don't know if it's the last one or the one before last, about being 4 years. So maybe I ought to about 5 years, they'd be in 5 years. So that's just on this one. I know it's redundant, but I'm going to go ahead because I made that mistake and I'm not beyond mistakes. I'm going to go ahead and go over the bottle and bond rules. I wrote them down. It's got to be under one master distiller for this season. And it's got to be a single season, at least 4 years old. This is the only one that's operable. It's got to be at least 4. Don't say how old it can be, but it's got to be at least 4. Beyond that, and this is a prime example, we've got a 6-year here versus a 10-year. So that's the one rule that you can waiver on as long as it's a minimum of 4 years old. Has to be 100 proof. Can't be 101, can't be 99, it has to be 100 proof. No flavoring or blending on it. Use of pure water when you have to bring it down to the appropriate proof level. Must be from a real distillery and have a unique DSP number. And by unique DSP number, you'll see them on the back of all of them. This one's quite obvious on here. It goes from distilled from Heaven Hill Distillers Incorporated, Louisville, Kentucky, DSP KY4, and Bardstown KY, DSP KY31. That's strange. But it being a single barrel, I guess it wouldn't matter if it's one from one of those distilleries released, as long as it stays with everything else. It can't be a blend between those two distilleries on this case. So it's either or in that case. And you'll find Heaven Hill here, the old 6-year bottle. This is the old bottle, and you can no longer get this. Same way, Louisville, Kentucky, KS DSPY KY1, Bardstown, Kentucky, DSP KY31. And they're the exact same, but they're both Heaven Hill products. Both the Henry McKenna and this. So let's go ahead and get started. Earlier I opened this, left it open for about 30 minutes or so, just to kind of let it outgas some, but I did not pour any off. So we gotta be real careful. This last time on the other one, it was new and it poured everywhere. So let's get us, when I get there 3, I gotta get 1 more teaspoon out of it. She's gurgling pretty good, ain't she? I still managed to spill some. I'm spilling it all over the place. Doggone it. Like that. I'm doing all kinds of crazy stuff right now. That thing won't stay still in one spot. Golly. Making a mess, making a mess. But we're cleaning it up too. So there's 4 teaspoons in that one. which equates to a little over half an ounce. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I shook it up. It didn't hurt it none, but I don't know why I did it, and that's the truth. We're gonna hold it this time. Maybe that'll make us a little bit better. Just a dab more. Perfect. So we've got 4 teaspoons in each, or half an ounce, basically. Let's make sure our color matches. Yellow, yellow. Green, green. There we go. I'm glad I hadn't poured that in there already. I'd be wearing it. All right. 6-year-old goes first. 10-year-old goes second. It's going to be neat because you'll have to watch my original video, and it was a video, not a live, where I laid out all the comparisons. I did all the construction of all this, put all of them together, did the blind draws, the whole 9 yards. So this is just the way the cookie crumbled when I did all this stuff. All right, now let's get to spinning this baby. All right, spin backwards a little bit. Let's not get too carried away. I don't know where I'm at now. It's cool down here in the basement. We don't got the air conditioner on. That's the nice thing about a basement. Even though it's getting to 85 upstairs, down here it's probably about 71. I don't know. I can get my Galileo thermometer out of the room and look at it. So, and another difference is we've got a single barrel versus a batching there. The 6 years of batch product. The Henry McKenna is a single barrel. So the Henry McKenna can vary. That's the one thing about it. I've bought a newer bottle. It would vary from the older bottle. I've seen a new bottle the other day, but I ain't drank that one, so I didn't think about buying it. All right. We've been at that long enough. One off of there. We'll slide you back here out of the way. Throw you on the floor upside down. Take you off for now. All right, give my eyes a moment to refocus. I don't need that no more. All right. Start off with my left. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Everything's backwards on there. I just opened that. I do not. I've had a couple bottles in the past. It's been a long time. This may be a whole lot harder to pick these apart. They may be a whole lot harder to pick apart. This is a little bit more sweet. This is a little less sweet. A little bit more cinnamon on the nose. That is the obvious difference. I get cinnamon on that too, but some more sweet cinnamon. This is a more spicy cinnamon. Oh, amazingly similar noses. Amazingly similar noses. Okay, gotta keep my eyes closed so I don't see the bottom of the glass. Cheers, guys. That is good. There's a richness to those vanillas coming out of that. Cinnamon in the background, much sweeter. The vanillas are very rich. Got a good thick mouthfeel. It's chewy. Just mouth-watering. I mean, my taste buds are alive after that. It's got the caramel sweetness in it. The oak is really nice and subtle. The corn is really, the corn sweetness, I don't get that much in it. It's really well, I'm not going to say masked, but it's not as noticeable. I can't tell you which one it is right now. I mean, I can make a guess and think it's the Henry McKenna. But the truth is, I haven't touched that bottle for 6 months. I've been on a Burberry Scotch kick lately, for the most part. Oh, that was so mouth coating. I gotta rinse that down. It was just a touch hot. You noticed the 50% on that very well. Probably more so than some of the ones in the past. All right, close my eyes. Time for a sip. Oh. That 6-year-old is good too. 6, right? Yeah, 6-year-old. Because I think that's that one. This is more rich. Has a thicker mouthfeel. This is a little bit more spicy. I like the spiciness on it. It's got a thick mouthfeel too. It's not as thick as this one, which I think this is the Henry McKenna. My God, that's good. The problem is, if I'm right, it's going to kick this one out into the loser's bracket, into the loser side of things. Now, I can tell you that can beat a lot of the dang ones it's already won, I think, according to my palate anyway. But I'm telling you, that's good. Now y'all forcing myself to pick. Close my eyes. Oh my God. That is delightful. That is just delightful. I got to call this one the winner because the flavors are better. They're so integrated. The flavors are they just cascade across your palate. This is spicy. This is richer. This is a little less rich, more spicy. Less sweet, less sweet, more spicy, more sweet. Cinnamon in both though. You're getting a spicy cinnamon, and that's probably more rye content. I could be totally wrong, but it feels like I get a little bit more rye content in this one than I do in this one. But the age may have mellowed the rye in this one, and that's why. And I'm assuming this is this and this, but this is the winner. Winner hands down. Let's see if I'm right. We got yellow. We got yellow. I got it right. I tell you what, that is a good comparison. And this is, I hate this one because the winner on this one is not a loser in any means of the thing. I mean, Jesus. They're going to get tougher after. We got a couple of real tough ones up ahead of us, or I think they're going to be tough. This is the toughest bracket so far. This was hard. Henry McKenna, 10 years, wins. And I'm telling you, everybody's probably out there, oh yeah, I expected that to happen, this and that, this and that. But you really don't know till you have it. And the nice thing is the comparison between the two really livens it up. They're both Heaven Hill products, and you get a sense of that when you take the challenge like this. But man, this is no slouch by any means. No slouch. This is just a bit better. All right, guys. Henry McKenna wins this round. Let me get the phone real quick so I can get a look at the comments, because I can't quite see the comments from where I'm at. All right. Alex the Beer Master. Hey, Legendary Robert. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I appreciate you. Well, I'm doing well. Have you had the old Granddad 114? Yes, I have. I don't have a bottle of it anymore. God, it's been a long, long time since I've had old Granddad 114. It's been a long time. Yeah, I've not had any Redwood Empire. I thought about buying a bottle not long ago. I seen it. There's a place I've seen that's got a good selection of several of the different ones. I just don't know where to start at on picking which one I want without just buying 3 bottles and going from there. And really, not in the mood to buy 3 bottles of whiskey yet on that. But if you look at my first one comparison, I had the old Granddad 100 proof. It was a loser in the first one. It's still great. The high rye mash bill, this has so far been the most rye of any of them. The rye is just in your face, smacks you hard, holds it. And that's the same way it does really with the 114. But yeah, it's been a while since I had the 114. Austin Rob, I'm very happy that you're doing one. I am, Alex. Well, I'm going to get off of here. We're going to do the next one. This was 4 o'clock, so the next one will start at 5. And it should be a good one. It'll be the Jack Daniels Bonded versus the Jim Beam Bonded. It'll be number 5 versus number 6. And so that'll be on the next hour. See you all at 5, I think it is what I said.